So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We have already started. It's Morata! Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, I must admit, Peter, I like the look of the striker retake.
Up he goes! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Look at the space here. Ricky Puig. And it's Scott. Nicely shaped ball. Well, nicely intercepted.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And he's picked out the run. Valencia is onto this. Valencia! It's bounced back off the post. João Palhinha. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
This looks promising. He's on it. Can he get away? He's found the way through. Baumgartner. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And the finish! Goal! Sporting! The breakthrough strike! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Really fierce, close defending. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Trossard. Oh, they could break here. Morata. Morata looking to penetrate opposition lines. Valencia goes for a shot! Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Nottingham with this to equalise. What a save by David Raya! Opts to play it back. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Ricky Puig. Tries to pass it through. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Chance, surely! No mistake! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here. Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Nottingham grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, there's a genuine sense of tit for tat here, Peter. Neither side seems willing to back off here. This is a terrific watch.
Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. He won't be happy with that one. Gehi promptly onto that, and that is that. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Trossard, well seen, saw that coming. De la Cruz. Ricky Puig. Aimed beyond the defence. Retegui unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. That has been cut short. And it's Scott. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And he cuts out the supply. Chance here to counter. He might be in here. Morata. Ricky Puig. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. Second period then underway. Gibbs-White. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Trossard. Can he get on the end of this? Morata. Hangs in and shoots! Well, that's a little loose. He'll try to keep this alive. Ugarte, who's set up one goal so far, knocks it into space. Scott. Retegui. Gibbs-White. Trossard. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, well measured. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
No, he's not getting his way this time. Seydu. That's De La Cruz. Trossard. Morata. Scott. Retegui. Trossard. Well, that looks a decent ball. Incoming, climbs up big! Oh, taken with style! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So we have a breakthrough, and now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Trossard. No, that's been intercepted. Ricky Puig. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Baumgartner. Nicked it back promptly. Looking for the run. It's a promising position. Gibbs-White.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Morata showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Baumgartner. Seydoux. Now, can they get him away? And it's made its way to him. Oh, that's a fine interception.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
De la Cruz.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And the referee has shown him a yellow card. We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Número 4. Número 20. Vão dar os seus lugares a...
And now they can clear their lines.
Número 18. Número 21.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Está a acontecer uma substituição.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Quick look, terrific header! He should have put that one away.
Morata really should have done better there. I just hope for his sake that he doesn't live to regret that.
Jorginho. Here's Koopmeiners. Oh, that's a key interception. And here's Retegui. And he's running through, shapes to shoot! So close to drawing level.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
And we have our very first corner. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Just 5 minutes left. And it's Koopmeiners. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Sporting really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Tries to play it through. That's the keeper's ball. We are into overtime. And he's intervened well there. Now he's off and running. Gibbs White. And we're done. Sporting pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Sporting just may have felt a little extra pressure in front of their own fans that caused a nervousness and tension.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Oh, easy pickings there. Now that looks a decent ball. He's picked his shoots! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, this guy Morata is an interesting...
He's one-on-one! Oh. Big chance! They've scored! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Aos 8 minutos de jogo, o camisola número 6.
Nottingham break through nice and early, just as they wanted it. Ricky Puig. Gibbs White. Aims beyond the defence. And the shot! Baumgartner. Looking to play him in. Now it's Valencia. De la Cruz. Now it's Morata. Morata unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Good ball, good take. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
He won't be happy with that one. Lovely, now then.
Sporting are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And it's João Palhinha. Mustafa. Great chance! And he hits the net. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic. Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Nicely weighted ball.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Knocks it into space. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Now he's off and running. Lindelof.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Good ball over the top. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Lindelof. Ugarte. And they can counter here. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Ugarte. Probing pass. Oh, that's clever. Well, that's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now this could be a chance. Turns back here, probably the best option. Lindelof promptly onto that, and that is that. Mustafa Mohamed looking understandably energised after his goal. Valencia. And it's lofted through here. Baumgartner. Now it's Baumgartner. Now Ugarte. Passes short and sharp. Oh, shooting chance! And he's only too happy to take that back. De la Cruz. That pass has been well intercepted. Jorginho, who's set up one goal so far. Mustafa Mohamed. Ricky Puig.
Vamos ter minuto de compensação.
Mustafa Mohamed. whistle goes for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Some first-half thoughts?
Sporting really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
Sporting are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. Nottingham get the second half going. De La Cruz. And it's Valencia. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tries to play it through. That has been cut short. Mustafa Mohamed. Gibbs White. That pass isn't the best. And back to the goalkeeper. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Great vision. Pass is just off target. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Valencia! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Baumgartner. He's going to be disappointed with that. Lobbed in behind. No, that's been intercepted. Gibbs White. Driving forward. Mustafa Mohamed. Oh, well measured. Jorginho has it in a wide position.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Here's Ricky Puig. Just about up to the hour now. Baumgartner. No way through. De La Cruz. That's good running with the ball. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. There's a searching pass. Baumgartner. Ugarte. And Seydu. De La Cruz. Sporting needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Tries to pass it through. A lot of space ahead of him. Decent chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Threads one in. De La Cruz. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Great defending, strong and determined. Not the most accurate pass. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Seydu cuts out the pass. De La Cruz. Half an hour gone in the second half. And this is Morata. Baumgartner. And it's Morata. Tries a deft little ball.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Morata. Baumgartner. Can he get on the end of this? Morata picks it up out wide. Oh, well played, well played. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
De la Cruz. And Seydu. Nottingham go in search of a late winner. That's a delicate pass. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. The 90 minutes are up, 30 more to come.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra-time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
Well, fitness and fatigue, the key factors now as we head for extra time. Into extra time we go. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Looking for options for movement. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Jorginho. Sporting, finding their passes. Lindelof gets over and intercepts. Can he spark a counter here? Baumgartner. And it's Valencia. And he was quick to react. Ricky Puig. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Ricky Puig. And he's intervened well there. Nottingham are looking to break at pace, and he's worked it through. Valencia gets into some space. Just deflected over the goal line for a corner.
Substituição para o Sporting.
Nottingham with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Número 18. Número 9.
Keeper's dealt with that.
Vão dar os seus lugares a número 23.
And now they can spring out of defence.
Número 21.
Somewhat off target.
Número 8.
Baumgartner. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Now it's Retegi. Koopmeiners looking for the run. Extra time reaches half-time. Well, it has been a punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner? Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? They have given it everything. It's been gruelling. But who will be standing at the very end? Koopmeiners.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Can he get it through? Oh, Red, nice interception.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Good running, strong and purposeful. De la Cruz. Nicely shaped ball. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. De la Cruz is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now it's Valencia.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And here's Retegi. Ugarte. Now it's Baumgartner. Strong running down that left flank. And he's on a charge. That's the keeper's ball. The final whistle and confirmation, we are headed for penalties.
Look, I've been in this position myself, and after a gruelling game, you don't want to back down if the manager asks you to take a penalty for fear of appearing weak. You can't let fatigue cloud your judgment.
So after 2 long hours, it comes down to nerve, to technique under pressure, to penalties. So the ball is placed on the spot. An exchange of stares, and we're ready to go. And he's found the net.
I thought he did really well to hold his nerve then and score that penalty.
Valencia is the next man in the spotlight.
Never looked in doubt, really. He just did what he was asked.
Miners is second man up.
He knew exactly what he wanted to do there and executed it perfectly.
Morata is second man up. And the keeper's come up trumps.
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outstared him there, which gave him the edge.
This to double their advantage.
Held his nerve really well.
And the lead is 2. Nottingham can't afford to miss another one. Denied! He's made the save!
Oh, look, the only consolation he can take from that was the fact it was on target.
So this to seal it. Oh, he saved it!
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off.
Nottingham at the point of no return. It's in, he's kept them in it.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one.
That's won it! Sporting have done it. Taken to the very edge they may have... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. Shapes to shoot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Looking for the run. Can he finish? It's there! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
An early launch, just as they wanted, just as they hoped it. Now it's Valencia. Sporting, finding their passes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Tries a shot! That's another chance! Oh, it's gone in!
No, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Fortuitous as it may have been, they all count one. Ugarte. And he's had it nicked away. Retegi. Retegi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, that's fabulous. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Nottingham with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That's a throw. And he was quick to react. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Retegi. Played out wide. Retegi is onto this. That's an excellent interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Brahimi. And the counter is on. Now it's Dolberg. And here's Valencia. Great vision. Takes a shot! It's in! And they get themselves in front! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Nottingham take the lead. Really fierce, close defending. Nicely. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Nottingham are looking to go forward now. Now it's Brahimi. Threads one in. And he's certainly onside here. Nice interception, well timed. 15 minutes till half-time. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Retegi. Ugarte. Brahimi.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's a sharp little ball here. Brahimi. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Retegi. He's in a great position here.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Brahimi. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Retegi. He won't be happy with that one. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now it's Dolberg. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Berghaus. Now Ugarte. Gibbs White. Now it's Retegi. And it's Jorginho. Berghaus, given the lift of his goal. João Palhinha. And the half-time whistle goes. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
And the action is back on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Retegi might just make this. Diego Carlos calmly anticipates. Retegi. João Palhinha. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Jorginho. Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Valencia. Gets a good foot in there. So can they find a way to turn around this deficit? Valencia has created one goal already. Gibbs White. Look at the space here. Well read, and the danger is averted. Tries to pass it through. That's a nicely shaped ball. Valencia. Brahimi. And this is Brahimi. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Retegi. João Palhinha. And it's João Palhinha. Retegi, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Good ball, good take. Swept in. And he's there to belt it away. Gehi. Oh, this looks sharp. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Brahimi.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And it's Valencia. Now that's well seen too. Retegi. And Jorginho. Retegi. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Sporting clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Berghaus.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Brilliantly cut out. Retegi. Can he get it through? Seydu cuts out the pass. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Now, can they get him away? And he shoots! Should have equalised.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
Substituição para o Sporting.
Sporting have their second corner now.
Número 13.
They've played it short. This looks promising. That's very neat. Turns and the shot!
Número 22. Número 21.
Some really good ball movement. And the finish! And that is doing no harm at all.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Looking for options for movement. Sporting can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. Caught offside that time.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Sporting looking to pass their way through. Foot in. Now it's Ricky Puig. Skims one in. Ugarte gets good distance on it.
It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
Sporting could have here their final chance.
All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants in there.
And it's been taken short. Oh, what a great chance! And he hits the net. 30 minutes, and we're all square again. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he need.
That's it, we're going to get 30 minutes more.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
So a short respite for the players as they prepare themselves for another 30 minutes. So our quest to find the winner continues. Sporting did fantastically well to force extra time, having been on the brink of defeat in normal time. In fact, you could say they're the better off of the two teams, at least psychologically. Kulusevski. Trossard. And he's intervened well there. Scott. Oh, he's bustling through here. Koopmeiners. Kulusevski.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Yeah, that looks a decent ball. Chance, surely! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Ugarte fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Kulusevski, now it's Dolberg, and once more he proves rigid and robust. Passing is crisp and sharp. That's a good ball. Goes for a shot! Oh, that's incredible! And that has raised the roof! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Sport. And that's it for the first half of extra time. Oh, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. Well, it has been a punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner? Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act.
It's a loose ball.
Out towards the flank.
Scott. Koopmeiners.
And it's Scott. That's an imaginative pass. Trossard. Looking to play him in. Oh, important interception. Oh, nicely intercepted. Aimed beyond the defence. Decent chance! It's there! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Gorgeous, just to have the audacity to do it.
That's just downright fabulous, both the disguise and the control, and then that gentle scoop.
Sporting go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Oh, easy pickings there. Knocks it into space. Baumgartner.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And that's it. Sporting have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Terrific recovery, a really fine win that, Jim Beglin.
Well, I've just got to give them great credit for the way in which they've managed to turn this around. Going behind seemed to strengthen their resolve, and it's been a wholehearted reaction and an absolutely terrific win.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.